All right, welcome everybody to Tuesday Health Huddle. It's the healthiest night of the week, and I love it because we all come together and we are basically just spending a few minutes out of our week to focus on community support and basically just moving ourselves forward in our health and learning from other people. So this week we got some exciting things, and I'm going to mute somebody real quick. There we go. And I'm really excited because we actually chose not to really speak on a topic this week. We're just going to share some stories. We're coming down the home stretch of the Thriving Through the Holidays group. It's just been so powerful. Guys, it's been huge for me, and I hope it's been huge for you, and you guys have really focused on the victories that you're celebrating. So we're just going to turn it over to some stories tonight because I find besides just, wanting to learn, constantly about our health, the best way to learn is from other people's examples because they're living life, they're exploring life, they're exploring their health. We can always glean so much from everybody, and that's why community is huge, and that's why you guys are doing one of the healthiest things for yourself right now by just being on a health huddle tonight. So I'm actually going to turn it over and share some stories tonight. I'm going to start with myself. I'm going to keep it really short. This has been huge for me. Health is a journey. It's not a destination, and this year has been huge. I think I've just really navigated holiday parties, staying in routine better than I've ever had before. So I just like to look at health as, are you getting better each day, and are you moving towards your next goal? And so I think we've talked a lot in this challenge and this group about just celebrating victories because it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm not doing this well, or I didn't do this. Well, it's so always easy to focus on the negative. What are the positives, and what are more positives that you want to achieve? So that's probably the biggest thing for me is just consistency and just a better holiday season that I've ever had before. So I'm actually going to turn it over to a few people that have just been posting like crazy and have awesome stories. So I'm actually going to bring on Heidi first. Heidi, you've been posting like crazy, and I saw one of your recent before and after. So I thought we could have you share a little bit about what your health journey's been like, what you've accomplished this holiday season, and one of the things that's just really been working for you. So if do you know how to unmute yourself?
Got it.
You do got it. All right. The floor is yours. Heidi, welcome, and thanks for speaking on tonight's call.
Thank you very much for asking me, first of all. It has been quite the journey. I think I figured out 72 days in since I started, and I'm 30 pounds down already. I hit my breaking point right when I think Ashley posted a picture, and I just had a baby 8 months ago, so it was kind of a big deal for me to start getting back into shape. He's getting active, and I'm going to try to chase him around a little bit. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So what's that been like for you? I mean, we have a little one in our house, and I know what Ashley's journey has been like and how excited she's been. Is it fun to one, it's just good to have snacks available that we don't usually feed ourselves, and we got the little one around. But I mean, has it been just huge for you making that transition back to since having the little guy?
Definitely. Yeah. I'm a high school teacher also. And not only just a regular teacher, but I'm an ag teacher. So we are on the go all day long. And so to be able to have the snacks in my purse or my bag and just grab and go, be able to sit at my desk and not leave to go get junk food or something like that. I can continue to work on my other responsibilities and also, focus on my health. And it's been nice because I can actually share it with friends. I've actually a couple other, I signed up as a coach recently, and so I signed a couple other ag teachers up, and they're like, this is so awesome because we can take it with us, and it's easy to do, and they're seeing results. And my husband signed up 3 weeks ago, and he's already down 20 pounds in the 3 weeks. So I keep trying to give it forward and keep it going. But it's been nice to have the support through this community, through the Facebook page. Plus my coach, Ashley, is awesome. She's at my text fingers all day long, any time of the day.
That's awesome. So just the support has been huge for you, and, the support of your coach, just having someone there and the convenience. And recently you decided to pay it forward. So that's obviously been a huge, you guys are so excited to help them, and it just kind of reinforces your journey as well. What's the number one thing you've learned through this holiday season, just in your health journey?
I think making the healthy choices. We have many different events and activities this time of the season between my in-laws have a winery, and so this last weekend we had 2 different holiday parties, and to be able to go and to have confidence and know that I can choose to have a cocktail, but maybe it's not the most calorie loaded cocktail like I used to, and be able to stay away from and feel full and not feel like I need the extra calories that or the extra junk food that you usually get at those holiday parties. And then I was actually able to wear a dress and feel confident for the first time at those events. And I've been going to those for 5 years now. And it was funny because the day after the event, on my little timeline history thing on Facebook, it came up with this memory of like all the years in the past. And I'm like, oh, wow, I did not realize that that's what I looked like until that night, the next day when I was in the better outfit.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I think we can all agree with that as we move forward in our health. We look back and we're like, man, that picture, I thought I was looking good. And now I'm like, wow, I'm looking so much better. So Heidi, incredible. Well done. I love the tips, and so many people can glean so many things from it. So congratulations also, because as you're going through the holidays, you can say, like, it's so easy to know that you're healthy and you can make healthy decisions. So well done.
Definitely. Thank you.
Awesome. And we're going to throw it over to another person who has an awesome story. So Janet, do you know how to mute? I got your back if you don't know.
You hear me?
Yeah, you're a quick learner. So you've been changing your health recently. Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to this last little bit, and what this holiday season's done for you.
Well, it's funny. I'm not sure I am a quick learner because this has been taking me a few months here, and like what your husband did, Heidi, in 3 weeks, like I've done in 4 months. However, it's been very positive for me because I've been overweight for 20 years. So it's not like I'm turning things around instantly. I'm really up against my mental and emotional, habits. And so making mistakes has all been positive because that's how I'm learning and growing. And so this challenge and this holiday season, honestly, it's the first holiday that I feel comfortable having my picture taken. I am ahead of the game. So what I reached during this challenge was my halfway goal. My goal is 40 pounds, so I'm down 20. So that was a huge confidence booster for me because my birthday is next April, and I know that I'm going to hit my goal and then some. And I'll be 64 in April. So it's just, it's like my whole life's changing. It's just taken a while. like a long while. But anyway, I've accomplished so much. I mean, so many things outside of the scale. Like within 3 weeks, I had stopped snoring. And that has been an issue of mine for like 15 years. The reason I started this program was because I had so much inflammation in my body. And I believe it's all from sugar or even dairy. And again, I stopped dancing. I stopped exercising. I was not feeling well. And that turned around in a very, very quick, within 3 weeks, I was blown away. So that's when you don't feel good, it affects everything. So I'm just really having a blast this holiday season. I went to 4 Thanksgiving dinners, and, I did really, really well, and I left room for dessert. So it took me a week and a half to level the waters, so to speak, like really water. But I was amazed at right up to where I lost 18 pounds, I had also lost 17 3/4 inches. Mm-hmm. So I'm shrinking like 4 bra sizes in case you're interested. Okay. And I think the thing that's made the difference is my coaches are unbelievable. Shireen and Lori, they're just fantastic. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. I'm all kerplunked right now. And then the other thing is I have a girlfriend that started this program 10 weeks before me. She had lost 20 pounds when I started, and she's now down to 40. And we text each other multiple times a day. And honestly, to be so vulnerable and honest with somebody, and they can be that honest with me, like we made a deal, I send her water alerts every day because she forgets to drink. And she's like, are you in trouble? Do you need help? Are you strong? Like, where are you at? So we just check in with each other. And for me to just give it up and be accountable, which I really don't like, and to do it with vulnerability, it's changed my life. I feel like I'm on top of the game instead of being underneath it. So mentally, that's just a blast. So I'm really happy this season because I look good and I feel good, and it's making all the difference.
I know you got quite a few comments in there that you don't look anywhere over 60. So I think you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Janet, you're doing amazing. And I love the story because you can see like how excited you are going through this and how fun it is just to move forward in your health. And, whether, you mentioned being where you're at for, multiple years, just as fast as the weight's unraveling, how fun it feels to feel good.
Yeah.
Your mind's going with it. And I love it. Proud of you.
Thank you. It's been a blast. You're awesome.
This whole group's awesome, and I love that you mentioned support. So well done, and we'll obviously, because we'll have updates, so you might have you share it on here down the line.
Woohoo!
All right, I'm actually going to turn it over. Who am I going to next? Dawn, actually. Dawn Chow was going to share a little about what she's been up to, and also just some people she's been working with as well. Dawn, are you there?
I am, Brad. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Gosh, it's good to see everyone's faces on here. Holy smokes, I love it. Brad, I love what you shared, because I've been a health coach now for about 6 years, and it's like health is like the laundry. We're never done. And so we're constantly working on something. And I love that, Brad, you're my health coach. So that, the whole accountability piece of it, but also the iron sharpens iron. So keeping each other accountable is awesome. This health challenge, just the last 50 days has been incredible because, like I said, I lost 45 pounds 6 years ago, and then had a baby, lost that weight, used the nursing moms plan. So like really getting to be able to experience so many different aspects of this awesome program. And I think what's made the difference for me has been the community and really truly like the family that we have here. It's awesome to think, Brad, that 6 years ago I barely knew you, and to think that you're someone who's literally family to us now is incredible. And I think anyone who maybe has just started or just this first health challenge, this is your first experience into this community, it's a really special place. And for everyone who's been here for a little bit, I'm seeing all the heads nod like, yep, it's really amazing. So, the beginning of this challenge, I was kind of thinking about where do I want to go over the next, 50 days and through the holiday season. And I just have to say, this is a season that if I'm not diligent and on purpose can really throw me off purpose. And so I love that the holiday challenge came right over the time of year when it's really easy for me to sometimes focus on other people's goals and kind of forget about my own, but not this season. And so I just love that, over the last 50 days, I'm able to kind of get a little bit back to where I want my healthy weight to be. Like, didn't have very much to lose, but, just really getting like 5 or 6 pounds, leaning up kind of like I really wanted to, and making that daily consistent effort is just something that is great. And I'm stronger now. I mean, these last 50 days have been awesome. Stronger, more just accountable to my own like health goals, and then cheering other people on and taking time each day. That was one of my big goals, was taking time each day for me and like pouring into that personal development, and then cooking some really awesome healthy recipes for my family and getting really creative with that. So I just love that the 50-day challenge like fit right into all of those goals and really helped me come farther this season than I would have. So I just love that. And I love the community of support. So for me, having so many people part of the challenge that I'm cheering on, it's been just a team effort. And I'm really excited to bring on someone who's just had an amazing transformation over the last few months. And it's been a real joy to watch he and his wife. Billy, if you can hear me and unmute yourself, I would love for you just to share. You guys just celebrated your 3rd anniversary and shared some pictures, and life looks a little different now than it did a little while ago. So share a little bit about just your journey and what the last little bit has been.
It's been awesome, Dawn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. No, last few months, my life has changed dramatically. I feel alive for the first time in my life, and in a long time, I feel alive. I feel like I can do things that I haven't been able to do for a long time, as far as mobility and just living life, not being afraid. And I started my journey back in June, and since then I've lost about 65 pounds. And I'm no longer diabetic. My blood pressure is good. My cholesterol is good. I feel better. I can roll around with my kids on the ground. My wife and I, this anniversary was the first anniversary, you know, that we were like new people. You know, it was pretty cool, you know, and just the energy and the excitement in my life, you know, and thanks to you and Brian and Brad and, you know, and everybody helping us along and the encouragement, you know, it's pretty cool.
I would say so. Yeah, it is just amazing. And to see the picture that you guys posted. So together, you and your wife have lost about 175 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. So like you've almost lost an entire person, and then you're both new, transformed people. And then what's exciting is, you know, that has rippled out to your family, your whole community. And so it's like you're bringing so many people with you into this new year, into new yous, essentially. That is so incredible. And I just love that in this last picture, you are like picking Christy up, you know, and like throwing her over your shoulder. It's just awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, this since the challenge has started, you know, one of the biggest things that I have gained from it is choices. You know, what I should and shouldn't eat, and portion control and that kind of stuff. You know, and that's helped me like maintain and feel better. You know, through the holidays. You know, normally the holidays, you know, I have always made bad choices and been all out food wise, you know, on the holidays. This is the first year that I felt really good through the holidays, you know, and actually lost weight and, you know, and enjoyed it. You know, it's pretty neat.
I love that, Bill. I love that you just said it was a choice too, because you are definitely making some amazing choices now. And just to see the smile on your face and how excited you are about it, you're right. Yep. That's powerful. Thank you, Bill. I mean, I could hear you and Christy share your stories all day long. It's just amazing.
Thank you, Dawn.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to throw it back over to Susan LaBelle, and I know you've got some wonderful things to share and some people to share their stories too.
Well, hey, everybody. I'm staying dry here in Portland, Oregon, and I am so excited that I just want this to keep going. So stay tuned for that, right? We'll figure that out. You know, Dawn, you and I have become family, and Brad. And I have this is my 6th holiday choosing health. And I think, you know, what I've come to know is they come every year, and the pumpkin pie and the candy and all that will be there again next year. So it's, you know, it's not like, hey, you get it all figured out. But I will say they get easier every year. And I think one thing that really assisted me this year, being that we had the health games, is I just want to thank all of you. I was so inspired to see so many people taking those first initial steps, people that had been on this journey with me for years taking this step together. And then myself just really deciding what I wanted for the season, like actually setting a goal. Because when you go into something and you don't have a plan, you know, you've heard that, like, you know, fail to plan or plan to fail. I had a plan for this season. I knew what I wanted. I knew what my outcomes were. Every week I was brought back to, what is my focus? What do I desire? And I really had to get in touch with my why again. And I feel done a pretty good job being able to maintain over the years. But, you know, I like holiday treats too. So why do I want to choose health over that this season? And what I've really come to know over and over is that, you know, we can't be motivated by external things. We can rah and cheerlead and all of that. I really do love the way I feel. I love how it inspires people out and about. I find that so many people want what we all here in this group have. And I just really got back in touch with, you know, why I started this journey in the first place. And it just really reinvigorated me to just get up every day, make the choice to really just continue to take those next steps in my health. And so it's been fun watching all of you guys and partnering with many of you. So I have a couple of rock stars to bring on. Actually, the first person I'm going to bring on is, her name's Jessica. I'm excited for you guys to meet her. Her and I were actually chatting this afternoon, and she mentioned, like, she's like been, you know, she's been with, she's actually, I'll say Shane really coaches her mostly, but we've had the chance to meet. And over the last couple of years, she's done an excellent job maintaining. And I just asked her, what is she most excited about for this season? And she's like, plugging back into the community. She's like, in fact, I'm getting on the call tonight. And I was like, great. You want to share? She's like, yes. And so I'm just, Jessica, can you just, because you've been with us for a couple years and done an excellent job just really incorporating the habits of health. So I just love for you to share like what's really made a difference for you and what you're excited about into the new year.
All right. Thank you. Can you guys hear me tonight? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So I started about just almost 2 years ago now, and I hit a good target. I was down about 25 pounds, and I had just entered maintenance when my work schedule changed, and I spent the last 14 months really traveling the world. So I lost all control of my sleep, a lot of control over my diet, a lot of control over my exercise schedule. But all that said, I've still been able to plug into the community. Shane has been texting me weekly or so, which those little reminders go a long way. I will say that. I filled up my suitcase with shakes and bars, and those definitely helped me to sort of stay on track. But for me, my biggest success over the past 14 months with all this travel has been that I'm only up 4 pounds. So I know I'm up, but to be up only 4 pounds when I know that if I wasn't part of this plan, part of this community, it would have been so much higher. So Susan said, I'm really happy my travel's over now, so I'm happy to be plugged back into a routine, back into the community, and just really looking forward to getting to that next goal.
Yeah, I love it. And you were traveling 80% of the time?
Yeah, pretty much all internationally. So sleep was all over the place, and that makes a big difference too. So It's good to be home in my own bed.
Yeah. Who's inspired by that? Okay. So I'm like, I have no excuse, right? And so we've loved just walking alongside you, Jessica. You're very inspiring to us. And I'm sure you inspired people today too. And we're excited just to have you back home and plug you back in, and excited to see you on tonight. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. And I'm excited for you guys to meet Robin. She's cheerleading everybody here today. She really joined our community with the health games. So this last month, she's working with Jessica Elder, and it's been really fun to just kind of watch her transform, not just physically, but she's really grasping some great, just really seeing the full comprehensive I've seen all these shifts in just her idea of optimal health. So Robin, are you there tonight? And can you just share for us kind of what this experience has been like for you? Oh, shoot. Where'd she go? I see her on here. Okay, well, we might not have Robin. I see her on there, so hopefully everything's okay.
Is it Rev M?
It's Rev M, and she was cheerleading everybody here at the beginning.
I just unmuted her. Can she speak now?
I don't know. Jess, you want to come on and just, because I see you on here, Jessica Elder, just like why don't you share, you've been 3 years, you're doing awesome on your journey too, just what it's been like for you, and then also just maybe share a little bit of Robin's story, how she kind of reached out to you and what's really transformed in her health over these last 4 weeks.
Sure, absolutely. That would be great. I know she said she had to step out briefly and maybe she didn't get back on. Robin's got 2 little ones at home, like a lot of us have, and I think that's part of what she has sort of brought to light for me again. And, I'm a mom of 3, and I think over the last 3 years since I started on program, one of the most beautiful things that Take Shape has given me is more time with my kids, because I've been able to center my life around them a little bit more professionally, in terms of my professional life, but also just it's helped me see what's really important to me, and they are what's really important to me. Part of that is setting a good example for them in the way I take care of myself, and I know I'm teaching them how to do that. So I feel really good about that. And Robin is somebody who, I think she, like a lot of us moms, has spent a lot of our time and energy caring for her family. And I think that recently she's really put herself back at the top of her priority list. And the shift I have seen in her is just phenomenal. Not just in the weight that she's lost, but like you said, her whole mental approach to taking care of herself is totally different. And I know for sure she is there for her kids and her husband and her friends and her coworkers and everybody in her life in a totally different and more intentional way now, just based on the way she's, coming from the way she's taking care of herself. And it's a hard lesson to learn, and it's a lesson we have to learn over and over again. But boy, it hits hard when you realize that the way you care for yourself really affects all the relationships in your life.
No, that was awesome. And we'll have her share again because I love following up on people because I just feel like it evolves. And for, those of us, we all know it evolves. And John, you nailed it with the health is like the laundry. That is, for me, I feel like there's always laundry, right? It's like it's every day we're working on that. So with that, you guys, I wish we could just go around family style and all share our stories because every single one of them are unique and great and important and special. And that's what I love about what we do is that we all, really desire something different and that we can all plug in and that we truly are better together as we gleam and we learn from each other and we realize we surround ourselves with like-minded people, the support that we can create, we can really bring more people along with us and really create an amazing new year. So with that, Brad, you want to close us out? And thank you guys to everyone that shared. I never gets old.
Never does. And I think the suspense is just building with Robin. She'll be back on at some point. But I thought this was a great call tonight, guys. Thank you. I feel reinvigorated. I know the holiday season can really get us, behind the eight ball sometimes, but we're just focused on being better every day. And these stories get us excited. So great job tuning in. Thanks for being here. And you guys all have a great rest of the week. And we'll finish out this challenge, but it's not stopping. So we'll have the next goals after that. Maybe might even have another fun challenge coming up in the next few months if you guys are interested in that. So anyways, you guys have a great week. Have a healthy week and make it a great Tuesday, everyone. Night.